वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Bhagavad Gita chapter 10. We'll begin from the sloka 19. So today my plan is like I'll cover from 19 to 42 chapter 10 and then I'll begin chapter 11. So as we discussed yesterday, chapter 10, in chapter 10 Lord Krishna explains his opulences, his greatness, so that when a person understands the greatness of Lord Krishna, then automatically with that proper awe and reverence he can do bhakti very nicely. So that is the main point why Lord Krishna is explaining in detail all the opulences. So now as Arjuna told that please explain me all these your vibhutis in detail. So now from the verse 19 to 42 till the end of the chapter, Lord Krishna is going to explain his vibhutis in detail. There are so many vibhutis are there, but Krishna will touch the important vibhutis. So that also Krishna will tell that I can't describe everything in this short span of time, but I'll touch the important primary vibhutis so that you will get an idea. So let's start verse number 10.19. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Antate kathayishyami Divyaya Atma Vibhutaya Pradhanyata Kuru Shrestha Nasti Anto Vishtarasya Me. So Krishna is telling Hantate kathayishyami. Hanta means mercy. By mercy I will tell you, because it's not that Arjuna has the qualification that he is demanding to hear. Arjuna is requesting, Krishna is telling by my mercy I will tell you. Divya hi Atma Vibhutaya. So Atma Vibhutaya means the vibhutis I have. And what kind of vibhutis I am going to tell? Pradhanyanta Kurusresha. Pradhana. The primary vibhutis I am going to tell you. There are so many vibhutis are there, but the primary one I will tell, the pradhana vibhutis I will tell. Okay. Nasti anta vistarasya me. And why I am telling only primary? Nasti anta vistarasya. There is no end to the vibhutis. There are unlimited vibhutis are there. So I am just focusing on the primary vibhutis discussion. So the definition of vibhuti as per the two acharyas, Chakravarti explains the word vibhuti should be understood to mean powerful object which exhibit the Lord's sense of control. That's what Chakravarti defines. Baldev Vidabhushan tells that all of this should be thought of the Lord's self to some degree. Means how the Lord is expanding to some degree. In that way you can understand vibhutis. So these are two definitions of the two object. Sorry? powerful object which exhibit the Lord's sense of control. Means it's a powerful, how the Lord is influencing others, so to certain extent you can understand the Lord's influence to that object. Okay. This you learn?
Yeah. Krishna Chakra is feeling that it is separate energy, but Bhagavad Gita is thinking that it is the expansion of the Lord. Is that difference?
Not exactly separate. Vishnu Chakravarti also telling that Vibhuti should be understood to mean a powerful object which exhibit Lord's sense of control. Means suppose there are certain category of object, in that object there is a powerful, means it is kind of expansion of Lord only. And that object is exhibiting Lord's power to some degree. May not be fully as Lord, but to some extent it is exhibited. In one sense it is expansion of Lord's energy. A different way of the acharyas are giving the definition. Now the Prabhupada, Krishna knows the living entity do not understand the extent of his opulence. He therefore agreed to state only the principal manifestation. Vibhuti as used in this verse refer to the opulence by which he controls the whole manifestation. Prabhupada gives another definition. Vibhuti means how the Lord is controlling the whole material cosmos through different ways, different categories. So that is how Prabhupada gives the definition of Vibhuti. So we got three definitions of Vibhuti. Okay, this we discussed. Okay. Now Krishna is describing what can be directly perceived by the common man. Aham Atma Gudakesh Sarva Bhuta Sayastitah Aham Adishcha Madhyam Cha Bhutanam Anta Eva Cha. Okay, very interesting in this sloka. It is explained how Lord Krishna is the super soul of this whole cosmos, then one Brahmanda, then one living entity. Aham Atma, I am Atma. He said to Arjuna, oh Arjuna, I am the Atma of everyone. Gudakesha, you are the Gudakesha. Sarva Bhuta Sayastita. And I am the Atma of all the living entity. How? Paramatma. Of all the living entity. And in one sense, if you see the whole cosmos, it is also all living entity. So if you see the whole cosmos, then how the Lord is the Paramatma? Mahavishnu. The whole cosmos. Govardhana Vishnu is Paramatma of one Brahmanda. There are unlimited Brahmanda in the cosmos. So when you are seeing that whole cosmos, means it's Mahavishnu. When you are thinking about one Brahmanda, it's Govardhana Vishnu. When you are thinking about one living entity, it is Kshudraksha Vishnu. That way, Acharya uses the term. Okay, 10.21. Adityanam aham Vishnu Jyoti Samravir Ansuman Marichir Marutam Ashmi Nakshatra aham Sasi Adityanam aham Vishnu. There are 12 Adityas are there. So among those 12 Adityas I am Vishnu. Okay, the first one. Jyotisanam Ravir Ansuman. Jyotisa means what? Light. Jyoti. So among the varieties of the light, I am Ravi. Ravi means what? Sun. Marichir Marutam Asmi. There are 49 Maruts. When Diti was pregnant, that time Indra enters into the womb of Diti and he cuts the womb into 7 pieces. And then the 7 pieces started crying that why you are killing us? We are your friend only. We are brothers. Come on, don't kill us. And Indra thinks, oh brother. Then he cuts 7 into 7, 49 pieces. Then again they cry, 49 pieces. Come on, we are your brother only. We are there to serve you. We are the king of the demigod. Why you are killing? And then Indra started thinking, oh really? You are my brothers? Okay, let's go there. And then takes Indra these 49 maruts and he goes to the heaven. That's how these 49 maruts were born. They are the 49 wind power. And among those 49, I am Marichi. The detail you will study this pastime in the 7th canto of Bhagavad. 2 chapters are there. Nakshatra aham Sasi. So among the varieties of nakshatra, stars, I am moon. Sasi means moon. So here one story Prabhupada tells that actually the modern science, they think stars to be a sun. But our Vedic science tells that stars are nakshatra, they are not sun. And among those nakshatra, moon is the primary one.
And they don't have Jyoti also.
Hmm?
They don't have their Jyoti also.
Who?
Nakshatras.
And the light comes from the sun. It gets reflected through the moon. Okay. 10.22. Vedanam samuvedosmi.
Vedanam samuvedosmi.
Devanam asmi vashava.
Devanam asmi vashava.
Indriyanam manaschasmi.
Indriyanam manaschasmi.
Bhutanam asmi chetana.
Bhutanam asmi chetana.
So Vedanam Samavedas. There are 4 Vedas. In that 4 Veda, what I am? Samaveda. Then Acharyas explained why Samaveda. Just that also I written because in Samaveda it is very sweet songs are there, because sweet melody are there, and when you recite the Samaveda, it's very pleasing to hear the Samaveda. That's how the Samaveda is. Krishna telling I am. Devanam asmi Vasava. Vasava means who? Indra, the king of the Devas. Indriyanam manaschasmi. There are 5 senses are there. Among those 5 senses, who am I? Mind, the 6 senses. Manasashtani indriyani, kashati. And the 6 senses that always fight with the prakriti. I want this, I want that, I want to enjoy. The mind is the 6th sense and that mind. It is very difficult to conquer the mind. That's how mind. Bhutanam asmi chetana. Among so many living entities, I am chetana, consciousness, awareness, because that is what the living force is. When the chetana comes out, living entity dies. So I am chetana. So like this, all the sloka will continue till 42. In each sloka, you will find some vibhutis of Lord. Yes, Mike.
Roji, in the previous purport, like Prabhupada was mentioning Amara Kosha dictionary. I saw many times he mentioned Nirukta dictionary also. Are these devotional dictionaries or like?
This is the grammar dictionary. So if you want to learn grammar, then you can study Amara Kosha.
There's nothing related with devotion.
Yeah, it's all like when you are studying some Sanskrit word, there are so many nuances of grammars are there. So Prabhupada take the reference from the grammar because he have to explain them. Whatever is necessary, Prabhupada writes in that form only. Doesn't go into detail into that.
While we talk of nakshatras, like what we see in the sky, modern science tells that they also emit the light on their own. So how to understand this one? Like Prabhupada tells it just reflects the light of the sun.
Yeah.
But they say that it emits the light.
Who?
Modern science.
So when you study Bhagavatam, Canto 5, then all your scientific brain and all your scientific logics, everything you can apply there. Canto 5 is like, they say, Acharyas say, when you study Bhagavatam sequentially, Canto 5 tests your devotional faith, whether you can put your faith or not. And if you are not able to put your faith, then you cannot cross and you can't go to Canto 6. So Canto 5, so many things come. How the modern science says that sun is at one place, right? And the whole the planet revolves around the sun. What in the Canto 5 it is written, actually sun is revolving around with the, and the sun god is in the chariot with a full speed he is rotating across the earth planet. Earth is stationary. So the Vedic science. So many things are there, and that's how the Temple of Vedic Planetarium is coming. My 2024 it will get inaugurated, and it is based on this Canto 5 Vedic planetary system. So our one devotee is there in Chaupati, Pandu Prabhu, has a lot of research on this Canto 5, and he's written a book also. Vedic something. You can refer for more information. And he did a thorough analysis properly. And he is a kind of a Bangalore, which college is possible? IIT Bangalore also. Very nicely has done thorough research. All the scientific things has put. And nowadays he's going around the world and presenting this cosmology, Vedic cosmology. So that book you can refer, very detailed it is there. Okay? I am not going into that because that is another thing, it will take a lot of time. Okay, verse number 10.23. Rudranam Sankarashchasmi
Rudranam Sankarashchasmi
Vittesho Yaksha Rakshasam
Vittesho Yaksha Rakshasam
Vashunam Pavakachasmi
Vasunam Bhavakachasmi
Meru Sikharinam Aham.
Meru Shikarinam.
Okay, Rudranam Sankarashchasmi. There are 11 kinds of Rudras. When Brahma created Rudra, 11 Rudras are born from Brahma. So among those 11 Rudra, I am Sankar, the primary Rudra. And the names are mentioned: Manyu, Manu, Mahinasa, Mahan, Siva, Ritvadhaja, Ugra, Teja, Bhava, Kala, Vamadeva, Vritavrata. These are the 11 Rudras. Vittesho Yaksha Rakshasam. So among the Yaksha and Rakshasa, I am Vittesa, Vitta, money. Who is the god of money? Kuber. I am Kuber. Vashunam Pavaka Chasmi. Among Vashu, there are 8 Vasus are there. Okay, I am Pavaka. Pavaka means the fire. Meru Sikharinam Aham. So Sikhari means Sikhar, mountain. There are so many mountains are there. Among those mountains, I am Meru mountain. So Sikhara means it is denoting to tall mountains. Okay. There are flattened mountains, there are tall mountains. So when you are saying about the tall mountains, among the tall mountains I am Meru mountain, because Meru is the tallest mountain in the Himalayas. Okay. Purodasam cha mukhyam mam
Purodasam cha mukhyam mam
Vidhi Partha Brahaspatim
Vidhi Partha Brahaspatim
Senaninam Aham Skando
Senaninam Aham Skanda
Sarasamasmi Sagara.
Sarasamasmi Sagara.
Okay, Purodasam cha Mukhya. Purodasam means priest, those who do puja. Purodasam cha Mukhyam mam. So I am the primary priest. Who is this primary priest? Vidhi Partha Brahaspati. Because Indra is the primary among the demigod, right? Indra is the king. So Brahaspati is the priest of Indra. So in that way, Brahaspati becomes the primary priest. Senaninam aham skanda. There are among the soldiers, army, I am Skanda. Who is Skanda? Kartikeya is army, commander-in-chief of the demigods. Sarasam asmi sagara. Among the Sarasa, among the reservoir of water, lakes, I am Sagara, the ocean. Okay. So in the Bhagavatam, when you will read the fight between demons and the demigod, there you can see how Kartika is leading the demigod's army. Whenever there is a fight, Kartika comes into action. And he is the commander-in-chief of the demigod, and he fights with the demon. So many actions you will read about Kartikas in the Bhagavatam, in the fight section. Yes.
Yes.
Also in last verse it was written that Rudras come from Lord Brahma.
Yes. The Bhagavatam you will read, when Brahmaji was populating the whole universe, the first child was born as Narada. But the Narada told, I want to become a brahmachari. I want to enter into Grihastha. Brahma, really? Then how will I populate? Secondary creation, how it will happen? And then he creates more children, the 4 Kumaras born, and they also tell, no Grihastha, brahmachari. Then Brahma become very angry. Come on, I am creating children and you all are become brahmachari, then who will do my seva? And Brahma become very furious and angry. And when he was angry, that time from his third eye, all these Rudras come. Rudra means anger, right? The anger personified. And they started dancing Tandava. And Brahma, oh, this looks little good. You start creating children. Rudra said, hey, you are sure? Yeah, please create the children. And Rudra started creating the children. And when Lord Shiva started creating the children born are like hobgoblins, demons, preta, and they started eating each other only. Brahma, before the creation only you are doing the destruction. You stop your progenation. You go to Himalaya and do tapasya. And when the right time will come, then I will call you, then you do Tandava and do the pralaya. You are not meant for creation, you are meant for destruction. And that is how the 11 Rudras was born from Brahma.
Also, like in 27th it comes,
Kshiram yatha dadivikara. Yes. So Shivji is there as a Kailas, as an eternal Lord Shiva. Below the Vaikuntha planet, there is a Kailas planet, then the Viraja river is there, then the material creation is there. That is called Sadasiva. He is eternally always there. But this Rudra, what we are talking right now, is the Lord, just like the Brahma was born, so that time Shiva also born from Brahma in that material Brahmanda. So he is denoting to this Lord Shiva, not to that Lord Shiva. That is called Sadasiva. Eternally he always situated, Sadasiva. But this Shiva, Brahma, they die at the end of the pralaya of the Brahmanda.
So, is there any relationship between like Sadasiva and
Yeah, Sadasiva is like eternally a expansion of Lord Vishnu. Sadasiva is like Kshiram Yatha Dadivikara. He always stays there. He is kind of expansion of Mahavishnu, Sadasiva. But this Shiva is tinged with the mode of ignorance for destroying the material universe. But that Sadasiva is not like that. There is a difference between these two. Okay?
Sometimes Shiva is also equivalent to Vishnu. Right?
In the Laghu Bhagavad, if you read now, it is little complex. Sometimes it is mentioned that when Brahmaji, when there is no proper living entity to take the position of Brahma, so that time Vishnu becomes the Brahma. Similarly to Shiva also, when there is no, sometime then Vishnu also becomes a Shiva. So in the Laghu Bhagavad, Rupa Goswami very detailed explains all these nonsense. One chapter is there, you can study that very detailed, everything is there. Expansion, from starting from Krishna to all this incarnation, everything explains very detailed. So that is there, but out of the scope of discussion. Okay. Yes?
explain something about the Vasus also, like how is that categorization?
Vasu. Vasunam Pavaka Chasmi. So the 8 Vasus names you can read here. Apa, Dhruva, Soma, Dharma, Anila, Pavaka, Pratyusha, Prabhasa. These are the 8 Vasu. So among these 8 Vasu, Pavaka means fire, Agni. So Agni is one of the Vasu.
Commonality between them, like some functions they do, like why are they grouped together? How they give up?
Huh?
Like Rudras.
They are like when the creation happens, the secondary creation happens, so all these Vasus are born as a part of demigod. Like Diti and Aditi are there. So from Diti, Kashyapa Muni has 2 wives. One is Diti, one is Aditi. From Diti, all the Daityas were born. From Aditi, all the demigods were born. So all these are they born from Aditi and Kashyapa. All the demigods. So in the Gita and the Bhagavatam, details are not mentioned. But if you want to know into detail, then we have to refer to Puranas. See the details of the verses.
Prabhuji, one last question. Prabhuji, like we say that demigods are positions. Then how is it like they were born from Diti and Aditi? Like their positions, not positions keep on changing. So like they are born, that means like they are born and they are given these.
So like you know na, in the Bhagavatam it is mentioned Lord Brahma has in one day how many Manus are there? 14 Manu. Correct. In each Manu the demigods they change. It's like the political party has 5 years or 10 years, right? And then change after 5 years. So the demigod's position is for one Manvantara. So when one Manvantara passes, then the Manu changes. When Manu changes, the Indra has to be changed. The next Manvantara will be our Indra. Who is going to become the next Indra? Bali Maharaj. So when Manvantara changes, the whole political party changes. The Indra changes, the demigod changes, everyone changes. So these are positions only, but the person is changing with each Manvantara. Getting the question? For all the Brahman, the positions are fixed, but the persons are changing in each Manvantara. So in one creation, when it happens, the living entity was born from Diti and Aditis, like that. Who takes that position? Like that. And when the next Manvantara comes, new living entities are born, and they take the position. Like that, it gets changes in each Manvantara. Yes.
Does that Soma refers to moon love?
Yes. Somaras.
तो ये वसु वही वसु है जो भीष्म पितामह और इनके जो मदर गंगा के जो पुत्र थे 8 वही वही आप वसु है.
I'm not sure. I need to check Mahabharata. I have not read Mahabharata. पढ़ना देखना पड़ेगा details. ठीक है, these are details. Let's complete this chapter. We have a lot to cover today to discuss because these are details are there in the Puranas, not so much important. Let's cover the vibhutis of Lord Krishna. Okay, don't go into detail. Okay, this was completed this one. महर्षिणां भृगुरहं गीरम् अस्मि एक अक्षरम् यज्ञानां जप यज्ञोऽस्मि स्थावराणां हिमालय महर्षिणां भृगुरहं. Among the great sages Maharshi, I am Bhrigu Muni. Okay, why Bhrigu was famous? For kicking Lord Krishna. Giram asmi ekaksharam. Among the gira means the words. Among words, I am ekaksharam. One akshara. What is that? Omkar. Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. There are so many varieties of the yajna. But what yajna I am? Japa yajna. The chanting of Hare Krishna, why you are chanting. And in the purport, Prabhupada writes an elaborate commentary to this, that how yajna sankirtan in the Kali Yuga, this is the only one yajna is recommended, is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Baldev Gita Bhushan writes a purport, why japa yajna? Because in all yajna, you have to sacrifice animal. But in japa yajna, there is no sacrifice of animal. That is how this yajna is the best among all the yajna.
All yajnas.
The yajna, when they do kind of a Rajasya yajna or Aswamedha yajna, they have to sacrifice an animal for that. But when comes Japa yajna, there is no sacrifices needed of any animal. Because you just have to sit in one place and pick your beads and just have to chant Hare Krishna. That's it. So that's how this is the topmost among all the yajnas.
But in like some fire sacrifices which are meant for like grihasthas, so there also animal sacrifices take.
So wherever the Vishnu element is involved, there is no sacrifice. Just like here also to Vaishnava Nitya, there is no sacrifice. But when that is not there, then generally sacrifices are there at the end of the yajna. Stavaranam Himalaya. See, in the previous verse one, among the Sikharas, I am Meru. So I told that Sikhara means the tallest mountains. So Stavara means it's a very huge mountain, immovable mountain. So among the Stavara I am Himalaya. Okay. Aswatha sarva vrakshanam devasinam cha narada gandharvanam chitraratha siddhanam kapilo muni sarva vrakshanam. Among all the trees I am Aswatha tree. Aswatha means pipala tree. So people is a representation of Lord Vishnu. That's how we worship people tree. He is the expansion of Lord Vishnu. Devasinam cha Narada. Among the sages I am Narada. Gandharvanam Chitraratha. Why Chitraratha? Because he sings very nicely. Excellent singing. Siddhanam I am Kapila, the son of Kadamba. Uchchai sravasham aswanam Vidhi mam amrutodbhavam Airavatam gajendranam Naranam cha naradipa Uchchai sravasham ashwanam. Ashwanam is horses. Among the horses I am Uchchai srava. How the Uchchai srava comes? From the Samudra Manthan. Who takes it? Yes. Airavatam gajendranam. Among the Gaja, elephant I am Airavata. Who takes Airavata? Indra. Naranam cha Naradipa. Among the living entities among the men I am king of the men. So that's how Prabhupada used to tell whoever is the king, we should respect the position. Because a small fraction of Lord Krishna's divinity is there. That's how he is the Prime Minister or the President. So whoever he may be, we have to respect the position. Because Krishna has empowered that person, so he is getting that power. And then Prabhupada tells that in this age, however, with the corruption of the principles of religion, the monarchy decayed and is now finally abolished. It is to be understood that in the past, however, the people were not more happy and under a righteous king. So Prabhupada is giving a light between monarchy and the democracy. How the monarchy is good when the king is honest and a devotee. And if the king is corrupt, then better to have a democracy. That's what Prabhupada is telling. अयुद्धानाम अहम वज्रम
अयुधानाम अहं वज्रं
धेनूनाम अस्मि कामधुक्
धेनूनामस्मि कामधुक्
प्रजनन चास्मि कंदर्पा
प्रजनश्चास्मि कंदर्पा
सर्पानाम अस्मि बाशुकी
सर्पानामस्मि वासुकी
अयुद्धानाम अहम वज्रम. Ayudhanam means the weapons for fighting. I am Vajram, thunderbolt. That's how Indra has thunderbolt. Dhenunam asmi kamadu. Dhenu means the cows. Among cows, I am Kamadhenu cows. So properly in the Goloka there are Surabhi cows. So Kamadhenu cow is like the presiding deities of cow in the Swarga. But the cows who are in the Goloka Vrindavan, they are Surabhi cows. They are not Kamadhenu cows. There are many Surabhi cows. All are Surabhi cows. In the Goloka Vrindavan, all cows are Surabhis. So when Indra, in the Govardhana Lila, when Indra realized that he has fought against the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and to ask forgiveness from Krishna, he went to Brahma. And then Brahma tells that, I can't help you because recently also I had an issue with Krishna, Brahma Vimohan Lila. So better you take care of yourself. You can go to Kamadhenu. She can help you because Kamadhenu is the mother of all the cows and Krishna loves cows. That time Indra comes to this Kamadhenu, the presiding deities of cows in Swarga. And then Kamadhenu cows goes to Krishna and offers prayer, and that's how Krishna listens and Krishna forgives Indra. Okay. Prajanam chasmi kandarpa. Prajanan means reproduction. For reproduction, the lust, what is used for reproduction, I am kandarpa. So, cha means here indicates that I am not lust whose only purpose is pleasure of sex engagement. So, Chakravarti Pastor tells that when lust, Krishna is telling, I am that lust which is used for begetting children. I am not that lust which is used for only sense gratification. If you are using only for sense gratification, and that is a sinful activity, that will take you to hell. But when that same lust is used for creating children, I am that. That is dharmic. So that is what Chakravarti gives the commentary. Sarpanam asmi Vasuki. Among the snakes I am Vasuki. Where Vasuki came for helping Samudra. Anantachasmi Nagana
अनन्ताशास्मि नागानां
Varuna Yadasamaham
वरुणोयादसामहं
Pitrinam Aryamachasmi
पितॄणामार्यमाचास्मि
Yama Samya Matamaham
यमसंज्ञातामहं
Anantaschasmi Nagana. Among the Nagas, I am Ananta. So what is the difference between Naga and Sarpa?
One head and many.
One headed and many headed. Which is one head? Sarpa has one head. So among the one headed snake, I am Vasuki. Among many headed snake, I am Ananta Savis. Varuno Yadasam Aham. Among the Yadasam, among the inhabitants of the water, aquatic, I am Varuna. Pitrinam Aryama. Among the Pitru, I am Aryama, the presiding deities of Pitrulok. Yama Samya Matam Aham. Among the Samya Matan, among the Punisher, I am Yamaraj. Yes?
My
So what we'll do now, we'll complete the section, then we'll take the questions. Okay? So that was what I told yesterday, right? So we'll cover one section, then we'll take all the questions. Yeah, till 42. Prahlada chasmi daitanam kala kala yatamaham mriganam cha mrigendraham vainateshascha pakshinam Prahladaschasmi Daitanam. Among the Daita, among the demons, I am Prahlad, the son of Hiranyakashipu. Why? Because he was a devotee of Lord Krishna. Kala Kala Yatam Aham. Among the Kala, among the controller, I am the time factor. Because whoever he may be, he has to bow down before the time. Kal me. Mriganam cha Mrigendraham. Mrigana means what? Animals. Among animal I am Mriga Indra. Indra means king.
King of them.
I am the king of the animal. That is lion. Why lion? Because it doesn't fear anybody. It is the courageous. Mriga means animal. Deer को बोला जाता है, but in generally Mriga means four-legged animal. That's Mriga. Okay. So why lion? Because lion doesn't fear anybody. It attacks. So I am, because he is the most courageous animal in the forest. Vainateshascha pakshina. Among pakshi, among the birds, I am Vainateshya. Vainateshya means what? Garuda. The son of Vinita. So name become Vainateshya. So why Garuda? Because he is the carrier of Lord Vishnu. So why he become carrier of Lord Vishnu?
We carried the pot of nectar from heaven to his stepmother, and we great the bravery fought all the demigods and Indras.
Then
Then Lord Vishnu became pleased by his bravery.
yes.
Then Lord Vishnu accepted him as his.
And then Lord Vishnu asks him, please ask me some benediction. That time he takes the advantages of that and tells, I want to become your carrier. That is the first benediction. Second benediction he asks that I will remain immortal. Without drinking the nectar, I should be immortal. That's how you become immortal. And become the carrier of Lord Vishnu. Pavana Pavatasmi Rama Sastra Vritam Aham Jashanam Makarashtasmi Srotasam Jannavi. Okay, Pavana Pavatasmi. Among the purifying agent I am wind. Because wind purifies everyone. Rama Sastra Vritam Aham. Among the Sastra Vritam, the person who holds the weapon, I am Rama. Who is Rama? Parshuram, not Balaram, not Ramachandra. So Acharya gives a commentary, why Parshuram? Because Balaram and Ramachandra, they are Vishnu Tattva. Generally, Vibhutis are Jiva Tattva. They are not Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattva means Vishnu only, God. Na? Vibhutis means a living entity is empowered with godly qualities. That's how the Vibhuti. That is how the Rama here denotes Parshuram. Parshuram is a Satyavesa avatar. He is a Jiva empowered with Vishnu's energy to kill the Kshatriya 21 times. That was the Parshuram.
Direct incarnation.
He is not direct incarnation. He is Satyavesa avatar. You will study this in detail in Sanatan Shiksha in CC Madhya chapter 20 to chapter 25. 5 chapters going to come. In their detail Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains all these avatars. Okay? All your doubt will be clarified in CC. For that you have to study these 5 chapters. Okay? Srotasam asmi Janhavi. So Srotasam means Srota. It flows from higher potential to the lower potential, that is river. So among river I am Ganges. Sarganam adi antascha madhyam chaivaham arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadha pravadatam aham Okay. Sarganam Adi Antascha Madhyam Chaivam Arjuna. So he's telling, I am the Adi, I am the creation, the maintainer, and I am the Anta, I am the destroyer of all this material creation, whatever you see. So creator, maintainer, destroyer. If you see any prayer in the Bhagavatam, one prayer will be common, that you are the creator, maintainer, and destroyer. If you read the whole Bhagavatam, in all the prayer, one sloka you will come across that our Lord is the creator, maintainer, destroyer. Okay? Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. So, among the Vidyanam, among the knowledge, I am Adhyatma Vidya, not material Vidya. I am the spiritual Vidya, knowledge of the soul. And then he tells Vada Pravadatam Aham. So, Pravadatam means what? Debate. When you argue, when two party comes and they argue between them, Pravad karte hain, Vaad Vivad karte hain. Among that, I am the Vada. Vada means what? Chakravarti gives a commentary. There are three kinds of argument: Jalpa, Vitanda, Vada. Jalpa means it's the lower version. They come and they argue just to establish their own opinion. They don't listen what the other party is telling. Whatever he tells, he just shouts his own opinion. This. I don't care about what you tell. And he just put forward his own opinion. That is called Jalpa. And Vitanda, he listens. Acha kya bolte ho? He listens and then he tries to refute your opinion. That is called Vitanda. He listens the opponent's opinion and then he tries to refute the opponent's opinion. That is called Vitanda. Vada means it's a discussion happens. And here both the party, they want to come to the right conclusion. That what is the truth. So they are not attached to their own opinion, but they are attached to the truth. That is called Vada. That's what Krishna is telling. Among all the argument, I am the Vada. Aksharanam akarosmi Dvanda samasikasya Aham evakshayo kalo Tataham vishwato mukha. So when you are learning our alphabet in the standard one, are learning. So that's what is a sound vibration. If you see in any word, this sound you will find. Without you can't pronounce anything. That's what Krishna is telling. Aksharana akara. Among all the akshar I am Dvanda sama sikasya. So among the Dvanda, the compound word, I am the among the samas I am Dvanda. Dvanda means like two words, they have the equal importance. Like Rama and Krishna. Okay, so Dvanda, I am among the samas I am Dvanda. क्या चल रहा है? So whenever the class is going on, I would request that please listen properly and no side talk. Okay? If you have any question, then raise your hand. Okay? Hare Krishna. क्या नाम है आपका? हाँ? ईश्वर स्वरूप प्रभु. I am expecting you to be a prophet. You are just sitting in front of my face only, and if you look here and there, then it takes my attention there. Aham eva kshayo kala. So eva among the destroyer I am Kala, Mahakala, Lord Shiva. Okay. Dhataham vishwato mukham. And among the creator I am Brahma. Because Brahma is the first creator. He is the secondary creator, the first creator who creates the whole cosmology, the secondary creator. So among the creator I am Brahma. 10.34 Mrityu sarvaharashchaham Udbhavascha bhavishyatam Kriti Sri Vaksha Narinam Smritir Medha Dhritakshama. Okay, Mrityu Sarva Haraschayam. So, among all the person who takes away everything, I am ultimately Mrityu, the death personified. Once it comes before a person, he cannot escape. I am the final death. And Udbhavam cha bhavishyanam. So there are various transformation a living entity goes through. There are 6 types of transformation. Birth, then grows, then it remains for some time, maintenance, then byproduct, then old age, then death. So among all these 6 transformation, I am Udbhava. Udbhava means born. I born. Kirti Sri Baksa Narina. Among the women, I am 7 opulence. The first opulence is Kirti. Kirti means fame. Sri means opulence. Vak means the Vak Shakti, the speech, how they speak. Smriti, their memory. Medha, their intelligence. And Dhriti, firmness or steadiness. Shama, their patience, how they balance their life. So these are the 7 opulence a lady have. So why these are the 7 opulence? Because there are 13 daughters of Daksha. Daksha has 13 daughters, and Daksha married these 13 daughters to the Dharma. Because they were married to Dharma, that's how these 13 opulence are lady had. And these are the primary opulence. That's how women is they are very glorified because of these 17 opulence they have.
13 and 17.
13 actually. So among those 13, only 7 are mentioned here. And there is a word called Cha. Kriti, Sri, Bak, Cha. So this Cha, the remaining opulence are coming in the Cha. According to the Sanskrit grammar, whenever there are so many words, they don't say all the words individually. They just write Cha and so forth. So in the Cha, all these are coming. Okay. Brihat Sama Tatha Samna Gayatri Chandasamaham Masana Marga Sirshoham Rutunam Kusumakara. Okay, so among the 4 Veda, who am I? Krishna tells Samveda. Now he is focusing on the Samaveda. Brihat Sama. In that Samaveda, I am Brihat Sama. Okay. So why Brihat Sama? Because in Brihat Sama, the songs are very special and it is in a proper meter and it is very famous. That's how it is Brihat Sama. Gayatri Chandasam Aham. Among the meters, I am Gayatri meter. So like when you are getting second initiation, Brahman initiation, they give you the Gayatri mantra, and Gayatri mantra has to be recited in a proper Gayatri meter. So among all the meter, I am Gayatri meter. Meter. Rag, how they sing the song, there are different meters are there. Okay. He will explain it in more detail. Okay. Masana Margo Sirostham. So many months are there. I am what? Margasir. Why Margasir? This is the month of Krishna. The November, December. This month is the Krishna. So Acharya explained why this month. Because in this month, all the rice plantation, everything, the harvest happens in this month. So the farmer, they get the product, the final product, and they become very happy. The earth, the mother earth, gives all the product in this month, November, December, January. That's how this is the Margasira month. Rutunam Kusumakara. So from all the seasons, I am spring season. Why spring season?
Flowers.
The flowers comes and greenery comes, and it's not too cold, too hot or too cold, very pleasant atmosphere, and the fragrance, the breeze, everything is very nice. Spring season. That's how so many Krishna's pastimes you will see in the Vrindavan Leela. It happens in the spring season of the pastimes. And there are so many festivals are also there in the spring season. 10.36. Dyutam chalayatam-asmi Tejas-tejasvinamaham Jayosmin vyavasayosmin Sattva-sattvatam aham Dyutam chalayatam-asmi. So among cheating, I am gambling match. That's how Yudhishthira Maharaj lose everything. Eh? So, I am the gambling match. And Teja Swinam, among the conqueror, I am the victory. Eh? Jayo Asmi Vyavasayasmi, among the endeavor, so many people put their endeavor, but that endeavor, what leads to the success, I am that endeavor. Sattvam Sattvatmam Aham, among the strong, I am the strength. It's the greatest wrestler who is fighting and winning the Wimbledon champion or the wrestling champion, whatever. So the strength with what is fighting, that is Krishna. So that's how the Krishna is telling, and if you see the past how Krishna lifts the Govardhana hill, and he is like the strongest of all the strongest, the greatest weightlifter champion. Nobody can defeat Krishna. He lifted the whole mountain. So that's how the Krishna is telling that I am the strength in the strongest person. Okay. Prabhupada is writing that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and you may cheat anybody in this material world, but you cannot cheat Krishna. He is the cheater, master of all the cheater. And if you try to cheat Krishna, then he will cheat you like anything that you will be no more. So don't try to cheat Krishna. The Prabhupada is giving a precautionary note that he is the greatest cheater, and don't play with Krishna. 10.37 Vrishninam Vasudevosmin
Vrishninam Vasudevosmi
Pandavanam Dhananjaya
Pandavanam Dhananjaya
Muninam api aham vyasa
Muninam Abhimanyu
Kavinam Ushana Kavi
Kavinam Ushana Kavi
Vrishninam Vasudevosmi. Among the Vrishnis, I am Vasudev, the father of Krishna. Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Among the Pandus, I am you, my dear Arjuna. Since telling to Arjuna, among the Pandavas, I am you. Muninam api aham Vyasa. Among so many sages, I am Vyasadeva, because he wrote the Bhagavad Puran. Kavinam Ushana Kavi. Among the Kavis, wise men, I am Sukracharya. He was the spiritual master of whom? All the demons. Spiritual master.
Previous verses not does give like Krishna cannot be behind Vasudev and Vyasa.
Vasudev is not a Vishnu Tattva.
Vasudev is Vasudev.
Vasudev, father of Krishna. Vasudev.
Prabhupada has explained it to be Balaram. Prabhupada has explained it to be Balaram.
Acharya is explained as a father. Both you can take.
Krishna in Dwarka.
Yeah. That also you can take Vasudev, and if Chakravarti Bhat's explanation will take, then the father of Krishna. Okay.
And Vyasdev.
Vyasdev is a literal incarnation of Vishnu, not direct as avatar, but he is like an also you can take as a literal incarnation, just to write the scripture. Dando damayatam Nitir asmi jigishatam Maunam chaivasmi guyanam Jnanam jnanavatam aham. So, dando damayatam asmi. Among the punishment, I am that punishment which makes a person to come to the correct path. There are so many varieties of punishment, but if that punishment is given and that person is coming to the correct path, I am that punishment. Nitir asmi jigisata, and I am that policies, rules, what helps a person to come victory, and that rules. Maunam chaivasmi guyanam, among the secret, guyam, I am mauna, silence, meditation. Guess what Prabhupada will write in the Bhagavad. So in this,
He's going to say chant Hare Krishna.
Chant Hare Krishna, correct. Chant Hare Krishna, this is the greatest meditation in this Kali-yuga. Jnanam jnanavatam aham. Among the knowledge, and that knowledge by which you can distinguish between matter and spirit. 10.39 Yachapi sarvabhutana
Yachapi sarvabhutana
तत् अहम अर्जुन
बीजं तदहमर्जुन
न तत् अस्ति विना यत् स्याम्
न तदस्ति विना यस्याम्
मया भूतं चराचरम्
मया भूतं चराचरम्
यच्चापि सर्वभूतानां, among all the living entities, bijam tad aham arjuna, I am that seed. What helps for creating a living entities? I am that seed. Okay. Na tad asti bina yatsyan maya bhutam charachara. If I am not there, then this achara, this moving and non-moving living entity, nobody can exist in this creation. Because I am there, they are existing. So I am that living force inside all the living entity. Okay, now the Lord is going to summarize 10.14. Nantosti mam divyana vibhutinam parantapaha
विभूतीनां परन्तपः
esha tu deshatah prokta
एषा तु देशतः प्रोक्ता
vibhuter vishtaro maya
विभूतेर्विस्मरो मया
na anto, there is no end. Arjuna, how much I will tell you? There is no end to all the list. Na antosti mam divyana, mam, my vibhutis, my opulence, there is no end to the list. It's so long. Vibhutinam parantapa. All these vibhutis, there are so many vibhutis are there. Esu tude shata prokta. But tude shata means briefly. Prokta, I spoke you. I just spoke briefly. Vibhuter vistaro maya. There are big list of vibhutis are there, but I can't tell you right now all these vibhutis. Briefly, I just told you few vibhutis. Be satisfied with that. So, yeah. In this verse, Lord gathered together all the vibhuti which he did not mention. So now, there are so many other vibhutis are there. So in this one verse, Lord puts all these vibhutis into one category and summarize all the vibhutis in this verse. Yad yad vibhuti matsattvam
यद्यद् विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं
Srimad Urjitam eva va
श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा
Tattat eva avagachatvam
तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वं
Mam tejam sa sambhavam
मामेवंससम्भवम्
So he is putting, see, yat vibhutim sattvam. Whatever vibhutis were there in the past, present, future, all vibhutis, Srimad Urjitam eva va. And they have displayed their Srimad beauty, Urjitam, their strength, Urja. Tat eva avagachatvam. You must, eva avagachatvam means you must know, my dear Arjuna, Mama Tejamsa Sambhava. All these things are Mama Tejamsa Sambhava. They are my Teja. So all that in the past, present, future, whatever you have heard, everything is just my small splendor you are seeing. That is my vibhuti. Okay. Okay, now after explaining the vibhutis individually, Lord are now speaking everything together. Athava bahunetena ज्ञातेन तव अर्जुन इष्टभ्याहम् इदं कृष्णम् एकांसेन स्थितो जगत्. So this verse acts as a connecting link to the next chapter, chapter 11. Okay? So Krishna is saying, Athava bahunetena. My dear Arjuna, there are bahunetena, there are so many vibhutis are there. Kim jnatena tava Arjuna, what you will do by learning all these vibhutis? I am standing before you, the God is standing, you will long list of vibhutis are there. What you will do with all this list? Vishtabhyam idam Krishna. Actually, in one sense, I have pervaded the entire creation. Everywhere I am there. Ekam sena sthito jagat. Actually, all these vibhutis, what I am telling, it is one portion of me only. This vibhutis is not bigger than me. Actually, as a Mahavishnu, I am spread across the whole cosmos, and this vibhuti are like a one portion of me. And I am the Krishna, the Mahavishnu is coming from me. So what you are going to listening, what you will do with all these vibhutis? Arjuna, Krishna is making it very low, that just take it lightly, don't focus much on these vibhutis. But Arjuna is now inquisitive to know further. So that is how this chapter, Lord Krishna ends this chapter with this last verse, that actually all these vibhutis are small fraction of me. And then Prabhupada writes in the purport, there is a mission that regularly profounds that worship of any demigod will lead one to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But worship of demigod is thoroughly discouraged here, because even the greatest demigod like Brahma, Shiva represent only a part of the opulence of Lord. If Brahma and Shiva are just a small vibhuti of Lord Vishnu, then what about other demigods? They are lower than Brahma, Vishnu. So not that any path you board and you will reach Delhi. You have to board the proper path, proper bus, then only you will reach. That's what Prabhupada is sitting in the purport. Why chapter 10 is come under pure devotional service? Chapter 9, Bhaktaram Pushma, everything was little direct devotional service. But chapter 10, we had either pure devotional kya tha, ye vibhuti, so big list of vibhutis were there. So how come chapter 10 is known as Kevala Bhakti? Devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter in verse 8 through 11 because of the Chatusloki. Sarvasya Prabhu, that 4 sloka we read yesterday. So in that 4 sloka it is very clear that pure devotional service is the essence that is coming up. That is one reason. And the second reason is that after knowing all these vibhutis, our respect towards Lord Krishna increases. That is the second reason. Because of this two reasons, chapter 10 comes under pure devotional service. Kevala Bhakti. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, questions please. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. 2 questions. One is like about text 11, yesterday's discussion. Krishna Veganu Kampata Abhyana Jaktama Nashayamas Bhavastu Yandipi Pasu. So this particular Nash removing the ignorance from the heart of the living entity. So actually if we compare which stage is this from a sadhaka's point of view, if it happens to everybody or like what is this?
Yeah, so it's like apply to the sadhana, that whatever stage you may be, when somebody is practicing devotional service, Krishna is helping in that anartha nivritti, right? So Krishna within the heart as a Paramatma is helping to eradicate all the anarthas, just like he is giving the analogy of a lamp. The lamp is lit, then it eradicates the darkness. Similarly, when a bhakti, because it is actually in contrast to the other yogis, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, they practice their path with their strength. So there the mercy of Krishna doesn't there. The mercy of Krishna is there to give them the ultimate path, but they have to practice with their own energy, with their own strength, all the path. The Jnana element, the Yoga element, they have to practice. But in Bhakti what happened, one may not be capable to practice to that extent, but still if he is humble and surrender to Lord Krishna, then Krishna empowers that living entity and Krishna eradicate all the anarthas. Because that mercy element is involved in the beginning only. That's why the Bhakti Sadhana Sadhya are involved. But in other elements it's not like that. If they will practice the Varna Ashrama Dharma very nicely, then at last by Krishna's mercy they get the Brahman effulgence. Without, there is no other shortcut that they are helpless, they are not able to practice Varna Ashrama Dharma, then Krishna will empower them to practice. It's not happened with them. But in Bhakti, even though we are not so, it's like a small child. Acharya gives that analogy. When a small child is crying helplessly to the mother that please pick me up, then mother sees. If the child is really helplessly crying, then sometimes the mother picks him up. The child can't climb the mother's body. Small child, how he will climb. But one thing he can do, he can helplessly cry. And that is what the Bhakti Yoga is. We have to helplessly chant, just like Draupadi chanted the Lord's name, Govinda. So that's how Lord, by His mercy, helps the living entity to come to Him. That's how with the Jnana Deepena, it eradicates all the anarthas in the heart of the living entity.
It is continuous process.
Yeah.
Keep on, Lord keeps on
Yeah.
illuminating.
Yes, continuous from the beginning. As the moment you have a pure Shraddha, that is the time it begins the process. Rupa Goswami explains in Nectar of Devotion. What is a Suddha Bhakti? Suddha Bhakti means ahetuki apratihata, without any unalloyed desire. One-pointed focus to please Krishna without any material motive. The moment you have this pure Shraddha, from that point Krishna helps you in the heart. Okay? Beginning from the sadhana level. And more you are advancing, that Shraddha gets intensified. Sudhrudha Sakti, that become intensified more and more and more. But the process begins from the beginning, the sadhana level. That is how the Bhakti Yoga is more advantageous than other path. Okay? Yes.
Really, in first chapter, like अर्जुन के युद्ध न करने के like उसने जो कारण दिए थे, तो उसके बाद जब वो 9th चैप्टर तक आता है तो वो like उसके सारे वो चारों प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं वो खत्म हो जाते हैं. फिर आगे ये 10th चैप्टर से उसका एक नया डिस्कशन शुरू हो जाता है like other side. तो what is like कनेक्शन की like एक नया डिस्कशन शुरू हो जाती है उसका युद्ध से उसके युद्ध करने से इस डिस्कशन का like लिंक नहीं है.
See, main point is not fighting or not fighting. Arjuna knew everything. But he is just acting that I won't fight so that Krishna will speak this Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was an exalted devotee. He knew all these things. So Arjuna is putting all these questions so that all these things will come in detail. And the Acharya will tell this chapter 10 and 11 proves that actually Krishna is the God. Practically proves. And then in the chapter 11 it will come when Arjuna will show the Vishwarupa. Then Prabhupada writes, if in the future somebody will tell us that you are God, then tell him to show the Vishwarupa. Then we will accept that you are God. Simple. Krishna not only telling theory, also Krishna showed the practical. That is the chapter 11. Practically Krishna demonstrated the Vishwarupa. So Arjuna is for the time ever, whatever will come, Arjuna have to prove that Krishna is the God, see the Vishwarupa. So because of that, all this discussion is coming in this time.
Because like in 11th chapter's first verse he is telling like I am convinced. You are telling us.
Still I am convinced. Still please show the Vishwarupa so that the mankind in the future they should be convinced. Because
like next like 18 chapter तक आगे चला जाता है like इतना चलता है.
see, all chapters they have a connection. So chapter 10 and 11 you understood now. Right? What is the connection? Why? So then the chapter 12 is the summary of this 5 chapter. How chapter 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, this summary of this 5 devotional service that is there in the chapter 12. And then in chapter 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is the jnana element. So Krishna tells that actually this jnana element is very important because if you want to go to spiritual world, you have to detach material world. For that detachment, the jnana is very important. By the acts of jnana, you can cut this material attachment and you can go back to Godhead. So that's how the chapter 13 to 17 goes. And the last chapter is the summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. Okay, shall you proceed to the yes, Guru.